Hello and welcome to this edition of TMA's Farm Margin Talk. This is Devin Sherling, Grain Marketing Manager for TMA. Well, in this week's edition of the Farm Margin Talk, we're going to give an overall update on profitability, talk about some of the reasons why that's moved quite dramatically this past week, as well as get in-depth on the overall profit potential for our 2013 dryland soybean crop. So as we look at our farm margin index for March the 8th, 2013, you'll notice that the thing that really stands out in my mind is how the corn bean profitability has come back together and actually has beans in the lead for the first time in quite some time. But as you look out there, even from the irrigated 2013 to 2014, we still have profits that are available based off of average yields. So depending upon what your operation's risk tolerance is, you should be looking at what those opportunities are out there in that 2014 time frame. Once again, this is the micro view of our farm margin index based off of new crop cash prices at Groveland, Kansas. So people ask, the wheat market has been really struggling and has seen a decrease in profitability quite severe the last couple of weeks. What's going on? And the answer is simple. This picture was taken in Rice County, and it shows the condition of our wheat fields. The market a couple weeks ago assumed that we weren't going to grow a big crop, and with the recent rainfall and forecast, they've started to change their mind. You've seen quite a bit of pressure come into the wheat market, causing profitability to drop quite substantially. And this just shows you a snapshot of what the weather was right here around Inman, Kansas, and what the forecast is for potential moisture. Now, we're a long ways from putting this crop in the bin, and there's a lot of different things that can happen, but the overall mood in the industry is we should be able to have a wheat crop. And with this additional moisture, barring a freeze or something major happening, things are looking a lot better than they did a couple weeks ago. So now when we move over to soybeans, you'll notice that this is a dryland policy, and using a 30 bushel APH, about $284 of total expenses, and we're not using any marketing. So based off today's prices, you can see that although not great, there's very little area of loss, but also you can see where even if you grow 24 bushel beans with your current expenses, it's going to be tough to be in a real profitable situation on your beans compared to what they once were. So everyone looks and goes, well, man, I really should have sold beans earlier, but when the upfront month was $14, $15, $16, and the new crop was between $12, $50, and $13, I didn't want to sell my beans. So what we want to do is bring our focus back down to what can we do to protect that margin today. And as you look at this, if you still buy that same 80% policy, use the same 30 bushel beans, and you just sell 10 bushels an acre. Now, I put this in at $12 for some of our customers who got that sold a little bit sooner. You can see what difference that makes on your operation. It really helps secure that corridor that you're nervous about, the low price, low yield situation. So if you need help customizing that plan to fit your needs, get a hold of one of our grain marketing or crop insurance specialists to help you out. So what's causing this market to move right now? Overall, the USDA report just came out again today, was overall fairly neutral. Weather continues to be a big mover, and the overall supply is going to remain tight. But it's going to be interesting to watch our crops, and especially wheat, as we get closer to harvest and how that affects the overall feed grains market. So with that being said, hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Watch a little state basketball, and if you need any help, feel free to contact one of our grain marketing or crop insurance specialists.